Oh, you don't have a camera? That's okay. Yes.
All right, hear me? Moody.
Hey,
Hey, Moody.
how's it going?
I'm just fine. Eh,
Awesome.
work. Oh man, you are shaggier than ever.
Thank you. Yes, I have been working on my look.
Gotcha. Did you
Yeah, my
you
hair
uh
goes.
you still keep all that weight off when you did the bread and cheese diet thing?
Yep. It's I have moved off of. I'm like vegan now.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
vegan now.
Really?
So,
Like
yep,
full
the
blown
weight is
full
off as
full
well.
blown vegan or just form of vegetarianism?
Pretty full blown vegan. Yep.
Really? Wow, good
Yep.
for you.
It's been working fairly well. I find that I have great physical results from it, and I feel more in control of my body now.
Great. How long have you been doing that?
Maybe about 6 months, maybe a little less.
Huh. I see. Good for you. Yeah, like I said, I don't have a camera, so no luck there. Moody, you there? Moody, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Hey,
Better? Okay. Lost
yep,
you for a
good
second.
good news. I figured out how to crash it.
Yeah, it happens to everybody.
Yep, yep.
Okay, so
I'm gonna try one more time. Can you hear
hopefully
me?
no. Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to share my screen.
Share your screen. Okay.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, 1 second.
Awesome.
Uh, did you do the screen share thing? Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I tried to. Do you want to try screen sharing and see if it works?
Let me see. Screen share. Let me click that button.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it says you are now screen sharing.
Okay, yeah, it works.
Okay, so you
Yours
can.
works.
Okay, so you can now see my desktop.
Yep, I see your desktop. Funny
Okay.
enough, it is recording what you're already looking at.
Yeah, it's funny. Why? Do you want to show me something?
Yeah, I wanted to go over some of the software or some of the websites. Honestly, higher VC RAMs. That's what I've been looking on mostly for my job searching.
Okay.
See if we can get a chat box in here. Let's see. All right. Try logging into this website and see if you have access to it.
All right. Let me see. I think I do.
Let's see.
Man, what was my VC password? Let's see. Username, Luffy SH. All
I
right.
might
Well,
drop you in the
let
call,
me.
but
Okay, hold
keep
on.
going if I do. I'll be back in just a second.
Let's. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah.
So you can see what I see now?
You can see what I see.
Oh, yeah, yeah, right here. Awesome. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Google Plus could do this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool technology, honestly. It's just missing the control from a Hangout, and then
Yeah,
it's almost like full technology suite.
yeah. Can Skype
It's
do screen share or no?
that's a good question. Let's check it out. You might be able to.
I've never heard of it being able to do that, but I could be wrong.
I've
Uh,
never I've never tried.
let, let me see here.
Share screens. Yep, there's a button for that.
On Skype. Okay, interesting.
Uh-huh. It's right next to
Uh,
call.
let's see
It's
where.
under it's under
Uh,
call.
let me try and.
Um, mhm.
Man, I seriously cannot remember my VC login.
Oh,
Let me see. Luffy SH, I know that. And then password, it was like Sir something.
Sir Titus. I don't know.
Is that it? Hold on. Nope. And then there was a number in the middle.
Oh wow.
Huh. Hmm.
Any luck on your VCU ID?
Nah, not much. So what's this? Your what's this schedule?
Oh, it's a schedule of upcoming career events. Um, it would be very useful to you if you had, like, if you see a career fair on here,
Yeah.
um, then you could come to the VCU career fair and attend that, being a
Well,
VCU student alumni. Yep.
okay. Well, keep in mind I'm in Nova now. I'm not in Richmond
Right.
anymore.
Right. You are in a disparate location,
Yes.
or some word such as that.
Uh,
So you would have to plan
disparate.
like weeks in advance in order to
Like,
attend.
like dis disparate is a better word.
I don't see any career fairs coming up in the next week.
And what was that other one you told me about?
Oh, Indeed.com.
Indeed.com.
Yep, let's check it out. Actually, before we go to Indeed, let me show you some of the functionalities of VCU. Actually, yeah, it's because you can't log in. Because you can't log in, let's just skip to Indeed.
Okay.
So you say, all right, I'm looking for engineering. I want some nice weather, so I'm going to look in California.
Okay.
So it will come up with results such as draftsman, AutoCAD for structural engineering firm, solar engineer 1, no way. Okay, I'm going to look at this later. Customer project engineer, Santa Clara. So this allows you to look for particular styles of jobs in a particular location. So let's see. Like English major in Northern Virginia. Let's do Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Technical writer, marketing copywriter, senior writer and editor, technical editor, senior writer, editor,
Huh.
technical writer, foreign language instructor, executive assistant, English language arts. Let's see. I wonder if they have any entry level. Let's see. You can sort by like salary estimates,
Title,
titles,
company, location, job type.
type, employer, recruiter. You might be able to do like entry level as well. Leasing professional, data analyst. Oh, yeah, it's not the best or most refined. Oh, here we go. Unarmed security officer. All right, that's not the best result here. Job title, keywords, English entry level. Let's see. Writing entry level. Entry level outside sales, intelligence analyst. Hey, that looks good. Editor, writer. Spotting. Research assistant. That might be something great.
Let's see.
Quantitative writing or research competencies. I'm going to check out the advanced search.
With all of these words, all job types, from all websites, salary estimate.
Yep.
Where and when, within 25 miles, age, display 10 per page, blah, blah, blah. Interesting.
So sometimes on websites like this and then the Higher Rams VCU, you'll see jobs that are not listed. You'll see jobs that are not listed on websites, like company websites. And then so this is like a short description, and then it's got, okay, you are, you will, what you'll be doing, and what you need to have.
Right.
pretty standard for once you find jobs here. You can try playing around with different keywords. With like when I'm looking for engineering, I usually look for engineer 1 or like entry level. They'll usually post that. Another way is you can do like the lowest salary estimate that they have, or you can actually do advanced search and look for like what you expect or what people from your field are usually like expecting, I guess, or are getting, and that can help you narrow it down so that you'd only find entry levels. Yeah. Most of the time, the lower salary positions are for entry level positions as well. So that can help you narrow. Of course, just looking through all of the postings isn't necessarily a bad idea either, because you might find some hidden gems that your skill sets are like perfectly suited to that you wouldn't have found otherwise.
Yeah, I had thought of higher VCU way back when, but I completely forgot about it up until like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you still have access to it up until I think a bit after you graduate.
Like a year, you said, right?
Yeah, here, let me shut my door. And you know what? He's in trouble. Okay. Is he in your room? Okay.
Well, do you still live at home now, or what?
I'm living with Justin Latta on Plum Street.
Oh, right, gotcha. Just you two?
Yep.
Gotcha.
We just us and the cats. And Jackie's with us.
Give him my regards.
I will. I'll let him know.
Mm-hmm.
Another option is you can go directly to a company website.
Yeah.
So let's see. You go to like jobs or something. So you probably know most of this, but sometimes having a reminder can help.
Yeah.
A lot of companies have many areas to work with. LinkedIn is another good option.
I have never looked at LinkedIn, actually. I have never tried looking at LinkedIn.
I am a freelance at Garage Tech right now. That's that's what I'm doing right now. Yep.
Really?
Full-time student is really the thing.
Interesting.
So, yeah, you can post your resume. You can give a summary of let's see. Yeah, you can give a summary of just like a little bit about you. You can give some of your experience. You can list it down.
Yeah.
It's good for showcasing yourself. But one of the key things that I really like about it is it allows you to find other people who you know, and find friends who, or find people who know them. Like let's see, let's check out.
Let's go to like Kim Trans. I know he has one.
There we go, Kim Tran. Yep. Okay, so you see, there's like a 1 right here. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That means that he's a first connection of mine.
Okay.
We're personally connected.
Okay, so yeah, go to him, and then we can see who he's connected to.
Yep. Okay, you see his experience. He's a team member. He's a graphics, social design. Okay, these are all the things he's done.
Yeah.
These are some of the things that he's done. Kim Tran has done way more than this, but I guess even the internet runs out of space eventually.
Especially for him.
Yeah. Education, honors and awards, organizations. All right, so Kim's got a lot of stuff going on for him. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I don't know what that is. He does that very well. He does that very well. He does that very well. And he does that very well. You can endorse your friends as well if you think they have skills.
Huh.
Yep. So once I'm on Kim, I can see people, or I can see a little bit about him, and I can see who he's connected to.
Where do you find the people he's connected to? Down here? Connections.
Yep. There's it's actually right on the person, like right next to their picture.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Kim Tran. There's a connection button.
There's like 26 shared connections or something.
436. Do you see? Can you see my mouse?
Yeah, well, the resolution's kind of fuzzy, but yeah, I see the 436.
I see. Yep, yep. So you can browse through his connections and see, oh, okay, he's connected with these people who work at this organization. Something that's really cool is you can search for companies. Let's say New
Yeah.
York Times.
Really? That's really cool.
Yep, and you can see, okay, there's 2 people in my network who work at the New York Times.
So you're connected to 2 people that work for New York Times.
Yep, I'm not directly connected to them, it looks like, but there's second connections.
Okay. So you are connected to someone who's connected to them.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
So what you can do is you can ask if your friends that you're connected with know you well and they have like a good idea of your work ethics and your abilities, then you can ask them to introduce you to somebody to one of these people.
Okay.
And then from there you can.
Has someone helped you out with something like that?
I'm working on something like that. Yep.
Okay.
So you can ask for coffee or something. Ask them. You ask your direct contact to introduce you to that person, and just let them know that you're interested in asking some questions about the company. And so you can find out more about a company from that person, and then from there you can, I guess, get a better feel of what is involved in the company. So you can apply to the company afterwards, and it seems very decent. It seems like a good strategy.
It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So I've been doing a bit of research on LinkedIn, Googling around for different companies. Like I'll find a company, I'll find a job posting, right? Let's say I find one. Say, okay, there's like a software. Okay, cool, Google. Let's do a smaller company. Trillium. Not too small, but all right. They've got an entry-level mechanical engineering job. So I find it on a job search. Then I can Google the company and find out more about the company. And then I can check LinkedIn and see if I know anybody who works with the company or knows anybody who works with the company. I can usually apply directly to the job posting from whatever website I use to search for it.
I see.
I'm not qualified for this one, so I can't apply to it. If I really wanted to apply to it, there's usually contact information listed, so I could squirrel around and find some. Strategic consultant. That sounds fun. Let's see. Oh, hey, there we go. So here's a job at Micron. Detailed information. I highly suggest the Hire VCU Rams website.
Yeah, gotta figure out how to get on it.
Yep. There's a submit resume button right here, so I can click that and choose one of my resumes that I have uploaded to this website, and then choose a cover letter as well, and then submit resume.
That's cool.
There's additional information about how to apply. You also apply this way as well. You apply at their website and on this website. You apply, at the company website and on Hire VCU Rams. I have tried putting in a lot of applications on websites of companies, and I have not had much results. I've heard from multiple sources that applying through a website like Indeed, or specifically through Hire VCU Rams, because it's run through your school, will have a much higher result. They come to VCU with the jobs instead of putting them out there and having whoever finds the job come to it. So they want VCU students, which is why they're asking, which is why they post it with VCU.
Right.
So you already have a little bit more reliability, because you have a feeling, you have a reputation of VCU that you're working with.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly qualified. Not exactly unqualified. Um, okay. One of the crucial things is having a resume together.
Yeah.
Let's see. You gave me a lot of information the prior day. Do you have a working resume, or do you have like an old resume?
I have like a half-baked practice resume from like years ago. I don't even know. I don't even know where it is technically. It could be on a thumb drive somewhere, or maybe hidden away on my laptop. I don't know.
You might have sent it in an email. Um, so if you're like if you
Because I'm using my home desktop right now, and
sure
I
sure
rarely use my laptop anymore.
right
But yeah, so I it's like again, it's like a practice one from like years and years ago. So you
sure
know,
putting
uh,
together um, putting together a resume can be one of the most difficult parts of the job search because what do I put on it? How long should it be? How
yeah,
much information? How detailed do I go?
it should
What?
be like what a page and
Right.
a half,
Yep. If you yeah. It should be one page.
one page. Okay.
Let's see. If you log into Indeed, there's a login button around here somewhere. See, sign in. There it is. There's an option right next to sign in. Let's see. Wrong way. Right next to sign in, there's this option to upload your resume.
Yeah.
This will allow you to create a resume. It's not really uploading one. moodyj at vcu.edu. moodyj at vcu.edu. Even if you upload a resume, it will. Here, let's go through the process. Let's just do a controls resume. Oh, okay, it wants me to confirm. Let's do that real quick. Oh, hey, perfect.
Is Justin graduating this semester?
Justin has already graduated.
He graduated in December.
Yep, graduated in December.
Gotcha. What's he up to now?
He's working with Intellitech or Advantech, Chemtech. It's a contract. It's a headhunting agency that finds positions for you and will allow you to. It'll find job opportunities and send them to you.
Huh.
So that's another option, actually, a headhunting agency. I'm not sure if there's one for English majors and writers, but I'm sure that there is. I'm sure that there's some. Honestly, your skills that we went over the other day,
Yeah.
you are qualified for, I think, a lot of. You're pretty much like a qualified business major, honestly, from experience, not necessarily from degree.
Yeah, sort of. Man, sort of. It's I do get a lot of management experience these days. As for the financial side of business, that's still really foreign to me.
Right. I guess you are event planning is huge for you. That's one of your largest skills, it seems.
Yeah, it is.
Event planning, customer and client relationships is also very big.
Yeah.
You pick up responsibilities for the CEO as is required.
Yeah.
You're his assistant.
For all intents and purposes, yeah.
You have a history of executing quality, excellent work. that is appreciated by very high-profile individuals from all around the world. Metrics are very important. Saying, okay, I have hosted major diplomats. I've planned events, and I've planned, coordinated, and executed events for major diplomats from 17 different countries. You know.
From multiple, right? Any number of countries, right?
Yep. Having an exact number sounds cooler. Just exactly. For the current meta market, the current job meta market.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Easily, much more quantifiable.
Right. Oh, many? Okay, is many like 2 or 3? You know, 17.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that.
I mean, I'm not sure how many you have, but if you do the work to find that as well, you'll find a lot of gems along the way.
Yeah, it's like all in all, the ones I have handled is like 6, 7 countries.
6 or 7? Sure.
As far as like presidents and like major diplomats.
Right. That's amazing.
Other than that, sure, there are international people, but not people that are that high on the food chain.
I mean, right.
Those I handle all the time. Like, people fly in and out of the country all the time.
Let me share with you. Okay. I'm going to give you my resume. And you are welcome to use this as a format guide.
Okay.
Let's see. There's some way to share folders or share files.
So where do you so are you working now or what? I'm curious.
Let's see. I was working at King's Dominion and Target at the beginning of the school year. I stopped both of those due to I had financial security at the moment, so I didn't need to be working, and I wanted to work on other projects and schoolwork.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually looking. I'm looking to pick up another part-time job. However, I'm actually looking for a full-time job at the same time. So I am focusing a lot of my efforts on full-time job. I have no job at the moment. I'm a full-time student.
Right.
So that is my quantifiable position.
I see.
Yep. I'm trying to build a portfolio of projects as well, which is going okay.
What kind of projects?
Is my camera still on?
Yeah, I see your screen still, yeah. But I don't see you.
You don't see me?
I don't see you, I just see your screen still. Do we have to exit screen share or something?
That might be a way to fix it.
Or do you have to exit screen share?
Okay.
Oh, okay, there you are.
I'm working with a few different chips and some 3D printers. I'm trying to put them together. It's really small.
I've never actually seen a 3D printer in real life.
Yeah? Oh, dude, you can make all sorts of cool stuff.
I know. I saw it at CES a month or so ago. They made pizza, and people could eat it.
Yeah, there's food grade 3D printers that print food.
I know.
Wait, they made pizza?
They made pizza at CES, yeah.
That's like a complicated. That has many different ingredients. That's amazing.
That's like four basic ingredients, more if you want to put more stuff on it.
Sure, I've heard of sugar printing, but not such combinatorial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd print the dough, you'd print the flour, and then the sauce and the cheese, and whatever, if you want to do garlic sauce or some other oil or whatnot, then yeah, that's 4 or 5 ingredients, and they printed it. It's so cool, right?
It sounds so good.
I know. I heard about it on IGN actually. IGN talked about it.
IGN?
Yeah.
That's impressive. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. That would be incredible to get to work for a company like that. God,
Sure,
and just
that
and
would be
just
awesome.
cover and just write about entertainment and gaming news all the time.
Okay, is that a goal for you?
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, I
You know,
love.
let,
I am.
let's talk about your hobbies right now,
uh,
because honestly, with your degree, you are proficient at comprehensively explaining your thoughts. That's really what you got out of college, and you have proof that you can do it now too.
Yeah.
So you decently enjoy anime,
Yeah.
just from the various profile pictures that I've gotten. You're
And
an avid gamer as well, right?
I am an avid gamer. Yes.
Well, what systems do you game on?
Play pretty much all PlayStation and
Okay,
PC. No Xbox.
PlayStations. I'm sorry, say that again.
No Xbox.
No Xbox? Oh,
No,
why not?
because I'm a PlayStation man.
Okay, sure, great. No Xbox. I saw Link. Do you dabble into the portable or Nintendo realm at all?
I have every so often with Nintendo. Yes. I play my PlayStation Vita a lot more often though.
Okay, PlayStation Vita. All right.
Yeah. But I do have a 3DS, and I do play like Pokemon from time to time and stuff like that.
Sure, sure. Now, let's see. Do you play any games? Do you have an Android or an iPhone?
Android
Android. Do you play
all
any
the way.
Android games?
Not really. I've never really been able to get into mobile games that much.
The market's not very well developed right now. Well, yeah, the market's very new. Let's just say that. The
Yeah.
market's super new. And supporting technology is also untapped at the moment as well. So there's a whole field
But yeah, I mean,
that's a future market. That's not a market right now.
but yeah, to give you an example, like when I'm at work and I'm a good 4 or 5 hours into my shift and my day-to-day tasks are completed and everything is set up for the next day,
Hmm.
and it's maybe a couple of hours or so before I have to start closing,
Sure.
I'll spend the majority of that time going on YouTube and watching. Well, there's a specific channel I go to now. It's called Kind of Funny Games, and
Kind of funny
it's
games.
Kind of Funny Games, and it's these four guys who used to work at IGN who quit
Okay.
and then basically started their own YouTube. And have you ever heard of Patreon before?
Atreon.
Patreon.
Patriarch.
Patreon.
Patreon. No.
All right, so these four guys, they started a profile on a website called Patreon. It's basically a GoFundMe for internet projects
Okay.
or
Sure.
Kickstarter. Basically, people pledge money to them every month, and then they funnel that money into their equipment costs and their living expenses, blah blah blah. And every single day, they go on YouTube or Twitch or something like that, and they'll do like a newscast or as they call it, a gamescast, and talk about gaming news, upcoming events, things they're excited about, predictions for the future, blah blah blah. And on different days of the week, it'll host them on YouTube playing like one game or another. Some of which that are like either just got released or about to get released, because they still have that connection, given since they've been in this industry for such a long time. And they'll like provide their commentary, and like I'll spend like an hour plus watching videos like this,
Sure.
like every single
Seem
night. It's so awesome.
Sure. Sure.
Definitely
That sounds like
definitely check it out. Kind of Funny Games. Look, check it out. It's so awesome.
Kind of funny games.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So that's sort of what you want to do. Like,
It's exciting to me. It really is. But yeah, the issue I keep coming across is how does one make it viable? Some similar to like how these guys did.
well, Patreon. So Patreon is where the majority of their funds come in.
Yeah, basically, people Here, can I do screen share for you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's see, full screen, start screen share. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, all right, check this out. Okay, so this is YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
So their this is their page, Kind of Funny Games. Basically, these are their playlists. They got their Gamescast, which is their like web show, like their newscast. Then they have Plays, which is like them playing various games, competing against each other, blah blah blah, etc. So let's go to like their most recent Gamescast. But instead of watching the video, they have a Patreon page down here somewhere. See what I mean? It's like a game. See what I mean? It's like a talk show
Yeah.
that they do. And so like here, patreon.com/kinda funny games. Check this out. Patreon.com/kinda funny games. All right. See, it's similar to like Kickstarter. So they've got
Huh.
this many patrons, and this is how much money they get a month.
Sure. They get like $10. Yeah. 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 That's awesome.
So they get like $28,000 a month, thanks to these patrons that give them, 5, 10, however much money a month. Then there's like different goals here that they set, and different and they say like, hey, if we hit this milestone, we'll do this, that, and the other thing, and et cetera, et cetera. So I know of a few other YouTubers that use this website mostly because they don't want to have to rely on ads to get their money. And but these guys don't have any ads either. But and if people do support them, then they get access to special benefits like access to newscasts early, or or like a chance to play a game with them, or et cetera, et cetera.
Sure. Sure. Promotional events.
So yeah, that's really cool to me. Or the idea of doing journalism for technology and gaming.
For technology and gaming. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's talk about companies that would work then. IGN you mentioned. That's awesome.
That's like the cream of the crop.
Sure. Hey, let's jump back to kind of funny games.
Yeah.
So can you describe the presenters to me?
The presenters.
Yep.
Okay.
The
So
people who run the show.
Okay, so there are 4 guys. There's Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty, and they're the top. They're like the 2 more famous ones, and then the other 2 are Nick Scarpino and Tim Shug. All 4 of these guys used to work at IGN. Colin used to be a senior editor. He was way high on the food chain, and Greg Miller was like the face of their company. Whenever they did a big newsreel or a big reveal or this, that, and the other thing, Greg would be present. And
Right.
And they did a podcast actually on PlayStation event, on like the PlayStation news every Tuesday, and they would release it like every Monday. Well, they'd release it every Monday on iTunes and SoundCloud and blah blah blah, and then they'd release it on the IGN website on Tuesday. So they were like the faces of IGN. Tim, he did like miscellaneous tasks. He was pretty much just a reporter for them, as it were. And Nick was a producer. He would basically help to host the live streams themselves. He was like the technical guy. And they each have their own little titles. Like Nick is called the...
I'm sorry, say that again?
What's that noise? Oh, sorry.
My windows.
Oh, okay. Like they call Nick the producer/seducer. It's like little
Sure.
exactly. And like Colin, since he's from New York, is called the Pride of Long Island. Like that's their little quippy thing. So like they're not like they're all like, but what they do now, yeah, basically back in January, actually, like December, January, they quit IGN, and they've been doing a channel called Kinda Funny, which is basically a comedy show on YouTube for a good year or so at this point. And then they're like, you know what? We don't want to work for IGN. We want to do what we do at Kinda Funny, except for gaming. So then they started Kinda Funny Games, and they've been doing that for the last 2 or so months, which I've been following. So that's the element. It's very much independent, and yet because Colin and Greg worked for IGN for like 7-8 years. They are still renowned in the world of gaming and technology news, as it were.
Sure. So you knew of these four, or you knew of the core group before
they quit. Before they quit IGN, yes.
Okay, I see.
Well, I knew of Tim and Colin and Greg more than Nick Scarpino, but I knew who they were. Yes.
Right. So what it sounds to me like is they have a few different skill sets, or they have a few different abilities that allow them to have this YouTube channel.
Yes.
The first of which is they have experience and knowledge of the industry.
Yes.
They have a general understanding of the current technology that's out there and the current experiences that are being provided. So when a reader or a user or a watcher goes, a listener, a viewer, what have you, looks at their performance, they are able to relate very closely with these columnists.
Sure.
Because they're experiencing the same things. They're very knowledgeable, like I said earlier. So they're sharing experiences with you.
Mm-hmm.
So from that, they also have a consistent performance. They have a consistent and excellent performance.
Yes.
You said that they used to work at IGN, so they used to have articles that they would publish maybe once a week, once a month. Now they do a show about once a day.
Yeah, they do like segments of a full newscast every weekday, and then they release the whole newscast, which is like an hour and a half or so on Friday.
Okay. Wow. Awesome.
So, but yeah, pretty much every weekday they're either releasing their gamescast or releasing a play session of them playing or reviewing or reacting to some game or new development in the gaming industry.
Sure. And their experience allows them to do that.
Yeah, and their connections, because they worked for IGN for
connections.
Because they worked for IGN for 6 to 8 years.
You hit on another point. They do have connections. They have experience from the experience that they gained in the field earlier. They have developed connections, or they have developed an ability to access products early, exclusive products.
Some, not everything, but yes, some.
Right. That from what I hear, when you have a new product or when you're looking for products, you will often send your equipment to a reviewer or to a columnist to get their opinion, because it A, gives you a broadcast, and B, it helps them as well.
Exactly.
It lets you showcase your product, and it lets them showcase their it helps everybody involved in the situation.
Yeah, the news people get to relay their experience, and the makers of the game or whatever other product get objective criticism.
Sure. So because they have a reputation, they are able to. That comes with their reputation. That's part of their reputation. It's part of what it's founded off of.
Exactly, and their channel isn't a viral one. The average number of views on their videos is maybe 100 to 200K, maybe.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a decent chunk of people.
So it's decent, but it's not super viral or anything. But they're known in are well known in their field.
Sure, right. Yeah, I mean, IGN is one of the major like broadcasting gamer companies, right?
Yeah,
Like major news networks for games.
yeah,
Inside
IGN.
network. Okay.
Yeah, IGN and Polygon. I look at them too. I get
Oh,
the game. I get the Game Informer magazine every month. All that stuff.
GI is from IGN.
Game Informer.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm not sure what that company's like. I know it's like subscribed through GameStop, but I don't know if it's related to
Right.
IGN at all. But I get that. I get that magazine every month and all that stuff.
You know, speaking of which, a management position at GameStop would be something that could help you build up connections and a network. But that's different. That's for like a long-term career plan. Let's see. Okay, so we talked about experience and knowledge that they have. They have connections as well that allow them exclusive access or special access to new technology to do reviews.
Sure.
They have a consistent performance. You can rely on them to release their product. So from that's awesome. They have excellent performance as well that they get from their experience, knowledge, as well as from their that's just what their specialty does.
Yeah. Like
their excellent performance. They've got everything on point. They don't have any technical difficulties. They have right.
Their skills.
They deliver a quality product. I'm sorry, what were we saying?
I said they do, and Greg especially is the most charismatic of the bunch.
Sure, charisma. Okay, cool. They're comfortable with speaking to people.
Oh, sure, yeah. They say all the time like how much more happy they are to be their own bosses now.
Sure. The last thing that they have that I really noticed is they have a reader base already in place.
Yeah, because like I said, Colin and Greg were like the faces of IGN for years.
Sure. So when they launched their product, they didn't have to, or they already had a reader base developed, and they did not have to start from fresh.
Yeah, they already had a fan base when they left. It was them two, and then like a few other people that that were always shown on IGN videos or always wrote like the big IGN articles and blah blah blah.
Sure. So that gives them a little bit of an advantage as well.
So and like I said, they launched a different YouTube channel just called Kinda Funny, like a year or so ago, and that's just like a comedy show on YouTube. And then they decided to quit IGN and then basically take what they do at IGN and then do it on their own via YouTube and podcasting.
Right. From the experiences they've developed. Okay.
Yeah.
So the things that they have that you don't have at the moment are connections, experience, and a reader base.
Okay.
What you could already provide is consistent performance. And you could provide excellent performance after a while as well. Just after you have given after you practice something for a while, you start to see what's in and out of it. You start to see what's good and what's bad about it, as well as getting feedback, critical feedback from others, and seeing what other people in the industry do will allow you to adapt your performance. I noticed that the set was very clean and cut, and it looks very nice. Everybody had their hair was well done.
Sure, yeah.
They had clean shirts on. The environment was very open and conducive of a conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah, they had the equipment, the right equipment. They had the microphones
at
the head level, and they were speaking to each other on like an oval table that was open towards the camera.
Yeah.
That's part of the excellent performance that comes with knowing what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Like they've been at this for a long time.
So it sounds like experience and knowledge is very important. Getting an opportunity to practice or to sort of operate in the industry will allow you to hone your performance and make sure it's excellent. It will also allow you to establish connections with people who can allow you to have access to exclusive content that'll let you shoot out brand new articles. And it will finally allow you a platform to develop a reader basis. Now, you don't necessarily need connections or a developed reader basis to start.
Okay, wait. What? I'm sorry. What? Sorry. The methods of which finding those three things I lack, which is the experience, the reader base, and what was the third thing?
Connections.
Connections. So what? So how did you recommend looking for those three things?
Let's try to think about Greg, Nick, Tim, and Colin.
Yeah.
When they, like a few years back, before they had their own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
When they had just started working at IGN. How did they get a job at IGN? I'm going to guess that they had done a few practice articles. They probably had maybe a few articles that they'd already written, right? And they had a list of cool articles that they'd already written or ideas of articles that they would like to write. Both would be even better. They might have been published in some small-scale things, they might have been published in some one-time job things, like maybe having an article at an online.
I'm sorry, man. My headset died. Could you start over? I'm so sorry.
No problem. Let's see. They probably already had some before they got their job at IGN. How they got their job at IGN is probably one of two things that they already had. They probably had some articles already published in local or one-time sources, like online web sources or in magazines. So they probably had some examples that were published of their work, published examples. And these don't have to be at like super awesome like New York Times companies.
Yeah, I know.
Even like posts on Facebook, if they're really well written, can be something you can reference to when you're applying to a job. Something else besides articles that were published is they probably had articles that they have written that are not published.
Okay.
So they can give them to the producer and say, "Oh, hey, check these out. I already have these written. See if you like them." And that will give a good example of their work. Seeing somebody who's looking to hire them would be able to determine, okay, this looks like quality material. They've got a few articles that they sent to me, so maybe we can give them a shot.
I see.
Additionally, having a list of articles that you would intend to write seems like a good idea as well.
Huh. I never thought of that.
I actually read an article recently on LinkedIn that was speaking about how to get a job as a writer at a local at a company. So this is some of the information that I got from that as well.
Well, then I should get on LinkedIn so you can show me that.
Yes. It's an excellent place. So being able to contact somebody and just say, "Hey, I'm interested in this. Might you be able to point me in the right direction?" Most of the time, the people that you talk to, the first people that you talk to, won't be the ones that you're going to work with. But they usually will know who you should talk to in order to apply for a job or such.
Right, just, one step to the next, sure.
Right. So let's see. Published examples, non-published examples, and then a list of titles. of articles that you would like to publish or you would like to write.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Looking for applying to IGN and getting a position with them would be amazing from the start, and you might be able to do it too. In addition to that, I would also try to pursue other options or pursue parallel options such as trying to find like a weekly blog. Even having your own weekly blog would be awesome. That would allow you to start developing a reader base, people who want to read your material.
Right.
Excuse me. Let's see. So I've sort of we've been speaking about this a bit, and the end goal here is to, I guess, to find a position where you can work as a reviewer. Someone who takes new technology or technology that's out there already and gives an opinion and a review and can express it to users, right? Would that be like an ideal job for you?
Ideal, that would be, and it sounds interesting off
Sure.
the top. It certainly does. Having the opportunity to write about either just gaming in general or new technologies that are surfacing, or beyond that, another big hobby, and thing I identify with is passion for community service and volunteering and nonprofit. Yeah, beg your pardon?
What do you mean by hashing?
Passion.
Oh, passion. Oh, okay. Community service and projects.
Yeah, and nonprofit work. I've been doing nonprofit work in some way, shape, or form, all for half my life. So
Okay.
yeah, maybe if not on like a part-time job basis, just like several times a year, etc. And not recently, but yeah, that would be interesting.
The cool thing about community service and NPOs.
Yeah.
When they do events, everybody loves to hear about it.
Oh, sure.
If there's a new walk for charity or walk for Light the Night, Leukemia and Lymphoma Foundation.
Yeah.
That's something that everybody can relate to. So almost all networks can publish material on that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to write an article about Light the Night, about your experiences at Light the Night, as well as a small of what the Light the Night is, and then give it to a few different newspapers around the area, like the Richmond Times. I'm honestly unaware of a lot of the networks around here, and then offer to have them publish it. That'd be sweet. That would be a way that you could consider finding a way to finding employment.
Just sharing with them what I write, no strings attached.
Yes, a lot of times the best way to broadcast you're out there is to work for free at first. The article I read from LinkedIn actually spoke of. He proposed, when he found his job, he proposed at first that he would work for 2 months for free and just do like an article once a week. And then if they liked him, then they could talk. And if not, he would just leave.
Interesting.
Yeah. So because you really like community service events, and honestly, it's fun. Community service events are fun. You get to go out there, you get to meet people, you get to do activities that you haven't seen before. You get to see a giant event or show, or participate in some sort of thing.
Right.
And you're helping people too. People are benefiting from it. You're not only not hurting things, you are helping things.
Indeed.
So you could totally go to community service events and just write about your experiences that you've had while you're there. and then just try giving them to different distribution networks and seeing if they like them. And if they like them or they publish them, then you can say, hey, would you like to take me on as a writer? I can do a column once a month or once a week or once a day. Not once a day to start, probably, but
probably.
You know.
Yeah. Interesting.
And even if they don't want to hire you, if you have that work published, then you can use that
Reference it.
to. Yep, exactly. You can reference it. You can showcase it to other positions as well.
I see.
There are other things that you can do as well. From what I understand, if you want to be a columnist, right? I guess that's what, not just a reviewer, a columnist, right?
Mm-hmm. Closer. We'll roll with that for now. Yeah.
Sure. Honestly, you might have to start writing columns even without somewhere to put them now. Or you might want to start writing columns in preparation for when you have somewhere to put them.
Mm-hmm.
Securing the job, I don't think, is the first step.
Just practicing the basic craft is the first step.
Yes, practicing the basic craft and developing articles that you can have ready to go.
Right.
Um,
And I'm embarrassed to say, but in my apartment I don't have a notepad or anything to take notes on, so I've just been making a mental log of this, and you've been taking notes.
Hey,
Thank you for that.
You know what? I think that I can give you the notes that I've taken as well. I think this video will save itself.
Does it save itself?
I think so. I think there's a way. Let's see. So, how do you like Heroes of the Storm?
Oh, Heroes of the Storm. It's okay. It's an acquired taste, it seems. It'll probably be something very different when it's actually released. Right now, it's just the open beta. But have you tried it?
Oh yeah. I really like it. I mean, I like League of Legends a lot, and the style of game is similar, but the implementation is different.
Have you ever tried Dota 2?
No, I've not tried Dota 2.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great, if I do say so. Yeah. It's like League, except the characters seem simpler, and I can't say much. I can't say much for the item customization in League, but in Dota it's pretty simple, and I don't know if there's as many heroes to play as, but the concept is still the same. Three lanes. I think it's like 4v4, 5v5, and all that stuff. I'm pretty much only doing the training right now just to get some practice and whatnot. I haven't tried an actual real match, but
in Dota or in Heroes of the Storm?
Dota 2 and Heroes of the Storm. I've done like bot matches. I haven't tried an actual match yet.
Sure.
Most of the time I play like single player games. I haven't tried a lot of PvP centric games before.
You know, here you just have an article from that. You have a smartphone, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can download a voice recorder app.
Yeah.
And you can record yourself while you're playing Heroes of the Storm or Dota 2. And you can like make comments, or you can say out loud comments that you're thinking about the play style of the game, how you're enjoying it, how the art is, how frustrating it is when there's like people that come out of the bushes and attack you and just destroy you.
Huh. Interesting.
And you can do it from the angle of a solo player's adventure into PvP, or into multiplayer battle arenas, MOBAs.
MOBAs.
Yeah,
That's an interesting name. I'll
the
uh, I'll,
jargon.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Listen, man, I've got some chores to do before I
awesome.
get ready for bed. So, thank you very much for the talk. I cannot tell you how much I needed it, uh, given my given the just depressed state I've been in for the longest time.
Yeah,
And so, yeah, we will definitely continue this conversation soon. And next time, I'll be ready with a notepad and or send me, like, I don't know if you can screenshot the notes you took and send those to me. But
absolutely. Yeah,
yeah, next conversation I will have a notepad at the ready to discuss things and take notes for myself. Okay.
sure. Sounds good.
I
We'll continue this soon.
All right. I owe you one, brother. Thank you.
No, you're helping me figure out what I can do next as well. This is good. This is mutual.
All right. Terrific. So I got to get going. All right.
Sounds good. I'll see you soon, Scott.
All right. Later, brother.
See you, bud. See you, brother.
Okay. So how do we exit out of this anyway?
I see. I'm
There,
gonna check and see if I can save it real quick.